Good morning, sis. Good morning, sis. Hold on. Before I go out this door and before I start talking, hold up. So you see where I am. Hold on. Look at all that military shit over there. Okay. So hold on. You're gonna hear loud shit. Um, Probably for the duration of this little short live. As you can clearly see, good morning, everybody. Good morning, my teddy bear. As you can clearly see, my motherfucking ass is I'm on vacation. Um, Hold on. People looking at me and shit. Hold on. Okay, so this I'm ready for this. As high as this. I can hear you. Okay. So currently it's been my kids' week. It's been a week where I am spending a lot of time with my children. Um, I have been on AKA vacation for an entire week. I have been here for an entire week. One more time, just so that you can see. Let me open this door real quick. This is a hotel on the strip. I'm outside doing something I shouldn't be doing. I'm smoking. Anyway, so sis, when you sent me that shit this morning, I took a look. Now, I don't have an issue with a person, something on their mind, they go live, say whatever the fuck they saying. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. What I'm trying to figure out though is it's the nature of what was said. I don't give a damn if this was 5 days ago, a week ago, 2 weeks ago. I don't fucking care. What I'm trying to figure out is why are we still talking about this? I haven't been on here in so fucking long. There is so much going on in real fucking life. Okay. I live in a place where there is always shit to do every fucking day. Okay? Always shit to do. I have been busting my ass, grinding, and my children, they ain't seen me like for shit. I want to say maybe half of a day consecutively in months. Okay? So this is what I do with my family. I don't even get on here like that anymore. I may chime in and sit in the bushes, look at some shit for like a moment. I may even join in and type. Other than that, I don't even get on here like that anymore. If I was all about YouTube, I could have went live right now on my other page, on my Lush Orion page. No, I decided to come live on here. Okay. Right now, I don't have no goddamn content. Don't want to have no content. I mean, I live in Vegas. So if I wanted to, I could have content every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? I can't go fucking live at my place of employment. That is against regulations, so I can't do that. Um, like there's too much that I could be vlogging on. Okay, so know that I'm just coming on here, really, honestly, just to talk. You know, to you. I couldn't do it in the room. Everybody is asleep right now. I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying, too loud and wake up my babies. Anyway, if there was 6 years friendship, why the hell just try to keep it there, bitch? I'm just confused on what made you wake up that morning, or it had to be in the morning. I don't fucking know because I don't watch certain people. But what made you wake up with obviously us on your mind? Like I'm confused. The last time I contacted this person, it was to tell this person that somebody was spreading a nasty rumor about this person. Whether it be true or not, it was just to notify a motherfucker of some shit. Instead of going live and talking about that, it was 2 a.m. This is what I'm saying. Instead of going live and talking about that shit, you decide to go live and bring up some old shit that is already documented. Okay. What did we do? Since we did like 3 lives? It was like a couple of days worth of fucking lies when that bullshit was happening. Okay, so like that shit is dead and it's done. We are over here. We are so over that shit. Like it's not even. We don't care. We don't care. It wasn't a big deal when it was happening. It's not a big deal now. We are over that shit. Nobody's mad. Nobody's in their feelings. If a motherfucker feels some type of way, you can hit me up and tell me whatever it is that you feel and whatever you have to say. My biggest issue with that fucking live that I watched, and I watched it, gave you a little view. My biggest issue with that fucking live was the comment that was made. You know, sometimes people do stuff and they say stuff that's not true, and they do it, you know, for views, for clicks and views and numbers. First of all, those lives that I did wasn't for clicks, views, or numbers. It was because you was on some bullshit. That was just, it was like a pile of dog shit. Okay. It was a bunch of shit that was happening. It had been occurring, okay, for years, and a motherfucker just didn't say nothing. Me, being the actual good friend that I was, I let so much shit slide, okay? Then she was talking about humping. Of course, if you give a person enough fucking time, that's exactly where the live is gonna go. It's always gonna go to some pussy and dick shit, to some sexual shit. What I'm trying to figure out is why start the live off clearly talking about me, okay? And then go into some nasty shit. Then say some weird ass shit like, oh, you know, a person was fucking with you, or, you know, coming over to your shit and then not coming over to your shit and being in the other place and all this other shit. Bitch, this YouTube shit was momentarily for me, okay? It was for a fucking moment. I'm not making no career out of this. So let's be all the way clear with this shit. So I was monetized. I was monetized for a month. I already told the story about what happened with my monetization. Um, my husband was kind of tripping a little bit. So I deleted, so not deleted, I hid my page. And that caused for me to lose my monetization. But the thing about it is that I was able to reapply for my monetization. I can still reapply for my monetization and it will be given right the fuck back to me. I don't care. This is proof. Matter of fact, I'll put the picture of my shit on my community wall just so niggas know. Y'all be on this motherfucker talking shit, telling people your life story, getting into it with motherfuckers on here, fucking motherfuckers off here, you know what I'm saying? Begging motherfuckers for money and attention and shit off here. And y'all not even getting paid for that shit. Just talking shit on unmonetized channels and shit. If I wanted to, I could be hella fucking messy and do it in it's paid programming, okay? I wasn't even a content creator for that long before I had a sponsorship. Half of my videos on this motherfucking channel was being sponsored. Okay, bitch was cut a check at the beginning of the year, airing fucking commercials for my sponsor and all of that shit. It's people that have been on here for hella fucking years and they still ain't reached that level. So that clearly shows you I don't give a fuck about this shit. We didn't have to lie about shit. We caught her ass up in lies. Exactly. That situation happened because it was time. It was time. I'm just trying to figure out what is the issue today. If motherfuckers in your own sector is dragging you weekly, okay, dragging you by the little hairs on your chinny chin chin every fucking week, I'm trying to figure out what was the point of mentioning that old shit. I don't understand it. I don't get on here and talk about you. And there's a lot of shit that I could fucking say. I choose not to because it's not worth the headache. It's not important. I'm just trying to figure the shit out. Okay? If you're on your live talking about you have nothing but male friends and you kick it with men and you're good with men, then why are you talking shit about fucking two women? And don't try to lie and say that you wasn't talking about us in the live because you clearly was. Right, sis. We was there, okay? Let's be real. Motherfuckers could not come over here and say anything about that person and think they were gonna rock out. They asses was up out of here immediately. This was a no tolerance zone for that type of shit. Okay. Unlike what I experienced when I went over there, having to argue with motherfuckers that I don't know, having to argue with motherfuckers that was lying about shit. Okay. And then even a motherfucker came over here to my shit thinking that they were going to get up on my link and check me and ended up looking like a motherfucking fool. She gonna start saying shit about us. Since next live, I hear anything about me, a white girl, and a bandwagoner, I'm going in on her ass. I'm done with this shit. This ain't even allowed to go in because, like, why? There's no point. It's cold as a bitch here, but the sun is out. It's been raining for days here. Okay, I'm trying to get out, show my kids some shit, and go back home. Okay. They talking about tourism is down in my city, but it's a bunch of motherfuckers out here. Okay. I just saw that shit and I was like, what the fuck? Kevin got up and was like, did I hear you say you were going to go live? I was like, yeah, I ain't going to disturb your sleep. I'm gonna take my ass down the hall and outside on the balcony. I'm tired of her asses. It's like, but why be? Because who cares? Nobody cares. No one cares. It is too much life going on. Okay. This is Thanksgiving month. This is the holiday season. Okay. A bitch like me is baking cakes, getting ready for the day of feast. And we are still trying to figure out what happened to those blankets. Where are the fucking blankets? What happened to them? How come that story's not being told to people? That's what we were told when we were in school. What happened to that story? Did it just phase out or something? A lot of shit is going on in the government. I ain't got time for this. That shit's a low down bitch. That's why I'm laughing because I wasn't upset about it. It's just that part. That part was too much. Ain't nobody listening to no niggas. Okay? I have a whole nigga. That's the nigga I listen to. And most of the time I don't even listen to him. So why the fuck do I need to get on here and listen to anybody else? That's not what happened. Okay. There's too many lies. There's like 3 or 4 fucking lies that we did that explains it thoroughly what the fuck happened. I don't need to have a refresher. I don't need to have a refresher. I'm just trying to figure out what made you like wake up that morning and just start talking. This shit was like 11 days ago, which shows you I don't give a fuck and I don't watch the shit. I don't care. We missed all this shit, sis. We missed all of it. We missed all of it. I'm not coming on here telling motherfuckers my woes and all the rest of that fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what you have real life friends for. That's what you have therapists for. Like, those are the people that you tell your business to. They get paid to listen. Wasn't upset, but she went from talking about to playing victim and throwing the rock. Throwing a big ass rock. Like, you can't do that. But sis, you know what? When a person feels some type of way, they're gonna tell their story. It's gonna be their story. According to her, the friendship was one-sided. You know what I'm saying? We not talking about me hopping on panels to defend a motherfucker. I don't even hit panels like that. But my motherfucking ass was there front and center hitting panels, defending the motherfucker, making enemies and shit. It's motherfuckers after that shit happened that blocked me, girl. If it sounds like I am whispering, that's because I am. I am back inside. Damn, this hallway long. Hello. I am back. Good morning. Hold this. I don't want to touch you because my hands are cold. Why you turned off this light? Oh, put that back over there so we know where it is. I'm sorry, I'm taking off my jacket. The sun is out, but it's cold out there. Here you go. You could have went outside with me. Okay. Since I didn't want to interrupt your family vacation, you didn't interrupt it. We've been, huh? No, she said, no, she says, since I didn't want to interrupt your family vacation. No, I appreciate when you send me things because I wouldn't have seen it. I wouldn't have any clue what the fuck happened. We're back in the low 60s. Yeah, we are here too. We had hella days of rain, and now it's hella windy and cold as hell. The sun is out for right now, but it's supposed to rain for the remainder of the week. Mhm. Boy, bye. I'm 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 hungry. I need some breakfast. Well, you already know that's how that's gonna go. Motherfucker's gonna play victim, and that's fine. You can have it. You can be the victim. I am okay with that. Like I'm so over it. It's just weird, you know. You should always make sure when you tell a story that you tell it accurately, you know, instead of putting your own little spin on shit. You know, everyone over here rode for you until they couldn't ride anymore. You know what I'm saying? Until they couldn't ride anymore. There comes a time in your life when you are supposed to elevate. You're supposed to do different shit. Um, like I said, that's why I'm not on here like that because I'm doing different shit. This isn't serving me right now. We are up in age. We don't have time for certain games and certain bullshit. I'm too old. Okay. I'm too old to be on an app talking about somebody hating on me, talking about niggas and bitches body parts, you know, talking about friendships, talking about relationships. Life is about having experiences. See, with me, with Orion, I have already discovered the secret of life, or at least my life. The point of life is to live it. The point of life is to have experiences. What we do as humans is we get stuck. We become complacent with certain shit. That's why a lot of us can't get by. For my community, the Black community, that is one of our major fucking issues that we have is we get stuck at something. You know, we become comfortable. We become familiar and we don't want to achieve after a certain point in life. Yeah, that ain't me. Coming on here and talking shit and explaining my woes and shit is going backwards to me. That's some backwards ass shit. YouTube was used for what it was supposed to be used for. When I was in my little semi-retirement, I was bored. You know, I was bored with adult things. For the most part, I talked to my 5 friends, the 5 children that I pushed out my crotch. Um, that was the highlight of my day. I do so much within my day that revolves around the little people that I gave birth to. I don't have time for anything else. I took a little time out of my schedule to give something new a try, and that was this. It had its ups, it had its downs. I learned a lot about myself. Excuse me. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about the world, and that was it. Baby, it gave what it was supposed to give. Okay. And now I'm on to a whole new journey trying to experience something else. I literally just talked to my best friend day before yesterday. My best friend just came back from Cape Town. That's in Africa. And he had a really good time. My best friend is always like, I want you to come and I want you to do this and I want you to do that. That is not how my life is set up. You know, I could be all over this bitch if I wanted to. I choose not to. I choose not to. Belgium is fun. Germany is fun. All those places is cool and fun and shit. I have my own issues when it comes to outside places. I have anxiety. So there's a lot of things that I push back on that other people, they don't. I don't have the time to be hopping on planes and catching flights all over. Right now, my children are my future. That is where my heart is. That is where my bread and butter is. That is where my life is. I'm more concerned with things that have to do with them. My second oldest son, he had some concerns about his job. I said, baby, you want to make more money, don't you? You want to be an upstanding citizen. Let mama help you. I just got my son a new job where he makes almost triple what he was making. That's what I've been doing with my time. I'm not worried about no motherfucking bitch from the internet. I'm not worried about no bitch that's not from the internet. I'm not worried about none of that shit. Like, we be having conversations about our fucking cake pans, our new appliances that we have and shit. That's what we talk about. We talk about housewife shit. It's boring, to a lot of the people on here, but to us, it's exciting. We love going shopping and buying some new gadget, some new toy that we can use. I got so much fucking electronics right now and fucking appliances that I don't even know how to use, that I'm not gonna use. Um, I made some fucking waffle cones like a couple weeks ago. I was like, oh, okay. After I made the waffle cones, I was kind of bored. I was like, shit, now I gotta make some ice cream with my ice cream maker. Made some ice cream. I was like, oh, okay, so this is it. Made some bacon, scrambled eggs, put it in a waffle bowl. That's the highlight of my fucking day. Okay. I'm sitting up here, you know what I'm saying? 40-year-old woman trying not to get pregnant again because all my husband wants to do is have sex. Right now, he's staring at me, talking about when you're done with this and rubbing on my booty. Okay. There he goes, right? I am on live. Stop. I'm not doing that. Yes, you are. Leave me alone. I'm just helping you. No, you're not helping me. And dump cakes. One weekend, an apple dump cake. Ooh, I want an apple dump cake. It's on your live. I am focused on my live. Leave me alone. Let me finish what I'm doing. Let me handle my business. I'll what? Well, I'm too out of 50 cents. Let no one. Wait a minute. I can't see what the hell that say. Let me see. It's that goddamn money fucking symbol. That's what it is. Oh, hold on, hold on. Let me get my YouTube on real quick. I ain't did this in so fucking long. I don't even know. I don't even know how to do it. Oh, I gotta get my YouTube on. There. Every time I go live, somebody is always saying, why you don't ever put your cash app up? Blah, 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 blah. Because that is not the point of this. The point is just to come on here and talk and then get the fuck off. That's the point. Since you remember this one, you got $1. You got $1. You got. This shit becomes weird after a while, and then you log off and you go to real life. I spend my days when I have my phone in my damn hand looking at the news. That is what I'm looking at. I'm trying to see what the fuck my governor is doing. We just had an incident where they cut people's food stamps off, and there was a lot of hoopla about that. I see so many motherfuckers on here that I know get food stamps on here talking about mess and bullshit. I was thinking to myself, well, my corporation is doing food drives and pantry dives. Motherfuckers is on here talking shit, being messy, talking about other people. I'm trying to figure out how are their kids eating. Okay? Like, it is too much shit that is going on right now. I'm watching shit about our president and his PDF file friends and colleagues. These Epstein files that need to be released. The government was just shut down for a record number of days, 45, 46, whichever one it was. All this shit is going on. There's places that have issues with homelessness. There's people who are having issues with finances. We're having a affordability crisis in this motherfucking country. We have certain states that are going through what is called Farmageddon. They are cutting these farmers who grow our produce, who man their farms so we can have our beef, our chicken, shit like that. The price of eggs finally came down. They had a good price on an 18 count of eggs at the store near my motherfucking house. Okay? Had to get 2 of them bitches. All I'm saying is so much shit that's going on for a motherfucker to be worried about, then to be coming on here talking about the shit that they talking about. I don't need to be on here talking about no dicks, no pussies, because I have my own. Okay, I could walk outside my door and get that. Okay, there's no scarcity of that. So I don't care about coming on here talking about that shit. Every fucking live you see is somebody talking about some fucking relationship shit. If I'm going through this shit for like 20 something fucking years, what makes you think I want to get on here and talk about it? I'm actually trying to escape talking about that shit. Talking about a friendship for 6 years. It's your prerogative if you felt like it was one-sided. It's your prerogative if you felt like, you were giving all and you weren't getting anything in return. Okay. At that point, when you felt that way, you should have made a change. Because when I felt that way, I made a change. This is why those lives happen. Nobody did shit for no clicks and no fucking views. That shit pissed me the fuck off. Now, if we were in the same city, then I probably would have motherfucking dented the side of your head the fuck in. Instead, I just decided to go live and talk about the shit. Because this is how you do shit. I don't need to do shit like this. There's too much shit that happened regarding me on this app that nobody even knows. Because I don't get on here and talk about the same fucking shit. Bitches on here aren't talking shit about me because they don't like me. That's not happening. You know why? Because when I fuck with you, I really do fuck with you. And that's the proof in the pudding. You can't just say, oh, when I ride with you, I ride with you. When we're A1 day one, then that's what it is. It can't be that because there's too many motherfuckers that got gripes. There's too many people that's talking shit about you, saying certain fucking shit. And it's kind of similar. Here's something funny that happened. While I'm chilling, watching some shit, I come across something that blows my mind. Dealing with shit that had to do with this person, not myself. This person shit. I ended up getting attacked by some white ass bitch on this motherfucker. I'm still waiting, even today, for hands to be put on me. I end up finding out who the fuck this person is. And it's so crazy. This very fucking person who was on here talking fucking shit, big shit, like a motherfucker was gonna touch me in my motherfucking city. A bitch that was on here talking about this city right here that I live in is this person's city. This motherfucker wasn't born here. This motherfucker wasn't here longer than I fucking been here. But this motherfucker talking about this her city. It's motherfucking gangs and cliques in this bitch that my blood relatives fucking started in this motherfucker. You talking about this yo city. I ended up finding out that this very bitch that was running her mouth talking all that shit, I used to babysit this bitch. I looked at her name and I was like, that's weird. I know somebody with that name. You know, when you have a weird ass name, yes, sis. When you have a weird ass name and you see somebody, you're like, damn, I know somebody with that name. That is kind of weird. Then I started putting two and two together and I was like, the bitch say she lived out here at one point. Nah, that ain't her. I ended up finding out she getting into it with her old nigga and her old nigga dragging the life out of her motherfucking ass. That nigga said something about her brother. This nigga say her brother name in the live. And I said, what? Nah, that ain't her. I went and did my due diligence. I said, oh my God, that is her. The same bitch who brother was trying to fuck a bitch, okay, in middle school, high school, all of that. The same motherfucker that used to play with my motherfucking little sister, the same little bitch that I used to babysit is on this motherfucker talking about she gonna put hands on me. Bitch, you wish. You wouldn't be able to get a mile away from me, bitch, without hands and feet being put on you. Curb stomp your ass the fuck out. And I'm not even talking about me. Not a motherfucking soul in this bitch would let you even get close to me. Okay? That's how crazy this shit is. And I can guarantee you, this motherfucker don't even know. You was talking shit to a motherfucker that could have fucking wiped you off the map, bitch. And this motherfucker don't even know. I told you when that shit was going on. Let me talk to my cousin real quick. I had talked to my cousin and we already had narrowed the shit down. We just didn't narrow it down to who her people was, who all her people was. When I found out who the fuck her brother was, I said, oh, hell no. Let me contact this nigga. Let me contact this nigga and tell him that his little sis is on here running wild and she about to get her ass motherfucking maxed the fuck out talking shit to me. This week it was crazy out here. It affected me with that story, girl. Yes. Karma is running rampant. That's another reason why I don't be on here like that. You got to understand that karma is weird too. That shit be meant for certain people. And when you fuck with certain people, you tend to jump in shit that you shouldn't be jumping in, and that shit ends up hitting you too. Trust me, I know. This situation that we're talking about right now, this is the effect of that karma being meant for somebody else. And because I'm playing Captain Save-A-Ho, that shit hit me too. It's been too much flip-flopping. too much fake shit. Way too much. You on here trying to do some outreach and shit. Trying to reach out and touch somebody. And motherfuckers don't appreciate that shit. They don't give a fuck. You got weird ass niggas trying to throw money at you. You like, nah, I'm cool. Damn, is it really like that? You start to question yourself like, that's what's going on behind the scenes? Motherfucking bitches is just hitting up fucking people wildly and asking for shit. And you motherfuckers feel obligated to give? I'm confused. I'm confused. Since y'all giving, give. My Cash App is down at the bottom. Since y'all giving out blessings, nigga, give. I'm so over this shit. I don't even want to be cool with people no more. Just my people. That shit ain't gonna never change. If I love you on this motherfucker, I'm always love you. Unless you do something that's gonna make me look at you crazy. Even if I talk shit about you, the love is still there. That's why I'm tripping about this shit. Like, this shit is so old. This shit should be like water under the bridge. If you feel some type of way, okay, say that. I'm just so confused. It's a whole nigga. It's a whole nigga on here that you was calling, bro. All right, bro. I'll talk to you later, bro. What you doing, bro? This motherfucker on this bitch telling people that this nigga got vids of you doing fucking shit to him, inappropriate shit to the nigga. Just lying. Now I'm saying that he lying because I don't fucking know. He could be telling the truth. It don't look right to me. The response didn't look right to me. Instead of you talking about that shit, instead of you getting that shit straight, you want to go fucking live and talk about some old ass shit about a time when you fucked up. So, since it's so one-sided, and people were being fake, since I was a fake friend, can you explain why the fuck I told you to do something? I told you somebody was doing some malicious ass shit that involved both of us, and I didn't like that shit. Don't try to play me against my motherfucking friend. I let you know what the fuck was going on. Let me stop being loud. My children are in here asleep. I let you know what was going on. Okay? I then told you, don't say nothing to that person. If we gonna get all the facts, then we gotta do it this way. You gotta play your fucking part. All I asked you to do was do that. Just play your part so that we could get all the facts. Once we got all the facts, we got it. We gonna body this nigga. This is what the fuck your fake friend told you to do. Instead, while I'm on the phone with your punk ass, you go and hit the nigga up and start asking the nigga a whole bunch of fucking questions after I told you don't do that. It's like, and then you say some dumbass shit like, oh, I just wanted to see if he was gonna keep it real. Bitch, I told you what the fuck was going on. Did you think I was lying? See, that's where you fucked up at. You thought I was lying. How am I lying if I'm showing you the messages? How am I lying if I'm on the phone with both of you and I'm showing you that I'm on the phone with both of you? How am I lying? See, getting on here crying and whining about shit, it's not gonna work if you're not honest about it. You gotta tell the whole truth. You didn't do that because you wanted to see if he was gonna keep it real. No, you did that shit because you was hating. Period. Point blank. You be on this motherfucker all day talking about all these bitches in your sector is hating on you. But the proof is in the pudding. Calling our other sis a bandwagoner. Ain't that what she called you? You a bandwagoner? I'm just confused. What's a real friend to you? What's a true friend to you? Because my sis Leggin ain't been nothing but true. So when did she become a bandwagoner? You can't get mad because you don't have a crew, and I do. You can't do that. You set yourself up for that to happen to you. You obviously did not put good vibrations out into the world for motherfuckers to like you and want to cling to you. That's what happened with you. You can't be mad that it didn't happen for you, but it happened for other people. You can't be mad at that. See, I'm not behind the scenes with these niggas or these bitches trying to get in their pants and talking all sexual to them and shit. I'm not doing all of that shit. When I fuck with you, it's genuine and it's on some real friendship type of shit. It's not on that level. See, when you start a relationship off like that, that's why they end so badly, because they're not built on the right shit. We came from a big ass group of bitches, and it was some of them bitches that didn't even like you. Now, what the fuck did I do? I tried to soften them on you. You were like, I'm done with it. Fuck those bitches. And that was cool. But that shit wasn't going to work for me because I liked them just as much as I liked you. I wanted that shit to come together. That's what I did. You know, the fake friend. The friend that wasn't being true, the friend that wasn't being honest. That's what the fuck I did. Now, let's compare that to what you did. When I was telling you motherfuckers that a whole bitch was stalking me, a bitch that you don't know nothing about, was stalking me and showing y'all the proof that this was happening. What the fuck did you and that other person do? Y'all sided with that motherfucker. So this shit started off wrong. We've always felt like you eventually came around out of sheer need, because we all know that person wasn't popping. When you living behind an avatar, you ain't got shit to give. I say you should start a page. Fuck it. We in here. Start a page. Do what you do. You know, make people gravitate towards you. What do? You start a page. Then all of a sudden I see these weird ass trolls coming over to my shit, talking shit, trying to troll. That don't make sense, honey. If you after me, that don't make sense, baby. That don't make sense. The bitch was jealous of me and you being so close. Absolutely. Said she didn't like the attention or the sweet relationship we have. And I firmly believe that now. At first I didn't, but I do now. Yeah, I definitely do now. And that's never going nowhere. Never. This is forever. You hear me, Legging? Not on no messy shit, not on no weird shit, not on no sexual shit, nothing. This shit is bigger than this stupid shit. We might have met each other on this motherfucker, but this shit has been so not social media, not internet, not YouTube, not none of that for hell years. Our families fuck with each other. I was the one that told you to drop her ass. I do remember. I do. If a motherfucker came to me and said, this person is doing this to me, that to me, I don't feel comfortable. This is some fucked up shit. Nigga, I'm there. I'm like, what the fuck going on? Why is this happening? Why is that happening? The proof most definitely is in the pudding. When motherfuckers told me they didn't feel comfortable around our bro, that separation happened. I'm not no follower. I'm sorry. I came out my mama's coochie being a leader. I'm a die one. I continued, you know, my little relationship with our bro, but I made sure that connection with everybody else was cut because motherfuckers didn't feel comfortable around that person. So I made sure that shit was cut. I brought it straight to him, no chaser. Hey, look, they don't feel comfortable around you. And I can't say I don't, blame them. I don't. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna sever this tie. I'm still cool with you. You still got me for as long as you got me. And then we all know what happened with that. That motherfucker backstabbed me. So after I drug his ass, he was done. I give people a lot of chances. Behind the scenes, I let this person know that there was discussions that was going on where people were saying certain things was being said about me. And it was like people were getting the feel that she didn't want people around me, certain people around me. Good morning, JD. How are you, my love? I hope your week is starting wonderfully. I just kept that shit to myself. I was not listening. These are people I fucked with telling me this shit. And I was like, nah, this is like our best friend. I ain't listening to y'all. That's what happened. When people had beefs with her, I was like, nah, man, that ain't what it is. Niggas is going live on her. And I'm dropping in the fucking live like, y'all wrong for this shit. She not doing none of this shit y'all saying. Y'all, like, this is a misunderstanding. Y'all misjudging. And when the time came for me to pick and choose, nigga, I chose you. I chose you. I'm blocking motherfuckers I ain't even have a problem with. When we left from where we were at, the majority of y'all, 98% of y'all, didn't have a problem with that content creator. I did, though. It was me. I never needed no backup. I didn't need anyone to leave with me. I never asked anyone to leave with me. Legan, did I ask you to leave with me? I never asked anyone to leave with me. I said, y'all could be cool with this bitch, but I'm not. I'm gone. And if you say something about me, bitch, I'm going to drag your motherfucking ass. And that's what I did. I didn't know all y'all was going to come with me. I even listen, this shit was so genuine. I told y'all not to drop in my shit. I said, so since this bitch is on a rampage over there, she firing off shots at all of y'all. Bitch knew better not to say nothing about me. She firing off shots at all of y'all that's dropping in my shit. And I said, just for the time being, y'all don't drop in my chat. Y'all could, pull up, support, just don't type. Cause it's not fair. The bitch is in her fucking feelings about the shit I'm saying about her. But she knows she can't fuck with me. So she's going at y'all. Even though, I mean, that's kind of like going at me. I still was motherfucking dragging the bitch, but still, y'all wasn't doing shit. And what the fuck was I doing? Every fucking day, I was pressing this button, lighting that bitch the fuck up. Talking about her noodles, her canned corn, and her trailer. That's the shit I was doing. Was it a mistake? No. See, I'm not like you. I'm not going to get on here and say, I had people's backs and I was good to people and I shouldn't have been. How you had my back? When I told you a bitch was talking to me, you chose her side. So how did you have my back? If you talking shit to niggas behind the scenes, how you have my back? I mean, you talk to every fucking body on here. You were places I wasn't even at because you was over there. Matter of fact, JD just dropped up in here. When they had, they make YouTube fun again, little click. I could have been over there. I chose not to go over there because you was over there. I was like, nah, I'm cool. And look at what happened with that. You ended up getting into it with half of the people that was over there. And half of the other people that was over there, I'm still cool with to this day. I still fuck with them. You don't, though. You getting into it with motherfuckers, they talking shit about you, they hopping on people's fucking panels. Now you supposed to be hella cool with a nigga. You sit on this nigga panel every day and bitches is hopping on this nigga panel talking shit about you. And you not saying not a motherfuck thing. What do? I hop on the panel to defend you. I got my armor on and shit. Motherfucking bitches mad at me blocking me and shit. Bitch, what the fuck you blocking me for? Bitch, I ain't like you anyway. I don't kiss nobody ass. I don't even kiss my husband ass. I be like, get that thing out my face. Every time I talk shit about him, he just stare at me like, what the fuck? Like, I don't even kiss his ass. Always been a me type of bitch. You know how females say, I'm a girl's girl. No, I'm a me type of bitch. I moved out my mama's house when I was a teenager, nigga, because it was too many bitches in the house. It was too many, you know what I'm saying, grown ass people talking in the motherfucker. I had to go. Since I left when you did, I seen her 2 times. Shit, I know you did. All of y'all did, but the funny thing about it is that shit could have been made right with all of y'all. That shit could have been made right instantly with everybody. If certain people just would have stood up for themselves. Tell her how you feel. That was the one thing I fucking said. If something is going on over there, let her know. Tell her what it is. And if she got a I don't give a fuck type of attitude, okay then. Leave the bitch where she stand. But for me, I had already done that. I'm doing shit I don't even gotta do. I decided to become a content creator and I asked for her blessing. I'm still one of your top mods. I'm still gonna be over here fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Modding the chat, talking shit. This bitch got whole motherfucking channels coming after her. And we up there fighting tooth and nail for a motherfucker. We just subs. And we fighting tooth and nail for this bitch. I did some shit I ain't even have to do. And that was ask a bitch for their blessing. She gave it, but she gave it reluctantly. Then I find out bitch was hating. The fuck you hating on me for? You been doing this shit. Talking about motherfuckers because you ain't got shit going on in your life. Nigga, my channel not gonna be like that. That was on that person. When you have a jealous heart, you can't hide that shit. You can't hide that shit. Now, sis, think about all the people that followed after. It started with us. That bitch lost all her motherfucking minds. She lost all her motherfucking minds that day. And she replaced them. And guess what? She lost all of them motherfuckers after that. Motherfucker can't keep a motherfucking mod over there. I'm sorry, when you do wrong, I'm not gonna be like, you go, girl. No. I'm gonna be like, as a friend, I think you kind of wrong right now. Maybe you should take a step back and look at the shit. That shit had became like very toxic. You got motherfuckers hit. You got old bitches. When I knew I had to go is when that old ass 70-something, damn near 80-year-old bitch hit my fucking line. Trying to talk to me about some shit I ain't even know about. I was like, what happened? What was said? Somebody said that I said something. No, bitch. If I say something, you gonna know. Because I'm gonna say it out my mouth. You don't have to hear it from nobody else. You remember that, sis? That shit started all of that shit over there. I had to check multiple motherfuckers like, hold on, nigga. Let me hit this motherfucking link. The fuck is y'all over here talking about? Bitch, y'all got me fucked up. And what's so crazy about the shit is after I did that shit, that very same old lady hit me up and continued to talk to me for months after that. I was like, see, this is what happened when you ain't living right. This is what happens when you're not living right. I hope y'all didn't think y'all was about to get on this motherfucking link and talk shit about me, you old geezer ass bitch. You remember that, sis? I felt so bad. I felt so bad. Kevin was like, damn, did you have to talk to that old bitch like that? Yes, I did. Because she too old and she motherfucking messy. Bitch, you better go sit down in the motherfucking corner because the shit I'm going to say about you going to make your heart stop, ho. Nobody had to leave with me. Nobody. They got this whole new trend now about people taking shit out of discords and private chats and shit. Remember, sis, we learned our lesson about that shit too. Nothing was taken out of that private chat that had anything to do with us. All that shit that was taken out of that private chat had to do with her. It was all about her. And them same motherfuckers tried to have a conversation with me about my business when it was put out here. And you know what they got from me? They got dust. They got dust. So I'm just trying to figure out where's the one-sidedness at, because it looks like from where I'm standing, everything was on my side. All the real trill shit came from my side. You all right? It's almost that time. I feel a little pukish right now. Why don't you turn off all the lights in here? What you looking for? Oh, wow. I can't see shit. I can't. When I went outside, my eyes adjusted, okay? I do feel a little pukish though. Let me drink me some tea. Ugh. My grandbaby is home today sick. No. No. You know, with the changing of the weather, these babies, they're gonna get sick. My children ain't been sick in so long. I'm praying that they don't get sick, but we don't go around people. You know, I'm scary like that. I know it's so much shit out here in the world. Yesterday, we were gambling, right? And Kevin had to go to the bathroom. So I'm waiting for him outside of the bathroom. And this big ass white dude, this nigga was like 7 foot. He comes out the bathroom. And when I'm saying like, have some pride, have some shame. This man was digging in his nose like, it was so funny because when I told Kevin what happened, he was like, that nigga ain't wash his hands. He he wasn't just like, it wasn't just him regularly digging in his nose. It was like there was something in there and he just could not reach it. He couldn't. The way he was digging in his nose was like a child was digging in their nose. And I was like, this man looked like he's about late 40s. And it's all these people in the casino. And you're just standing there, just digging in your nose. So my question is, since you don't have a Kleenex, where are you going to put the booger? Like, where are you putting the booger? I don't know. It might sound strange, but that was just weird to me. Like, what? Are you going to put it on your jacket? And after he dug in his nose, he like he touched his wife, and I could have sworn he like slid his hand across her back. He did slide his hand across her back, but my thing is, did you do that because you wiped that booger on her? Like, fucking nasty, dude. It is too many nasty motherfuckers. Okay. It just is. Especially when you're in a place like this where you have people coming from different countries, people coming from, different forms of life. There's no telling what type of microorganisms these motherfuckers are carrying on them, what type of bacteria they have on them. I mean, he just like, he was digging for his, like a piece of brain tissue. I said, damn. The last time I seen somebody digging in their nose like that, I was in elementary school. Like, that's just like people who just digging in their ass, just scratching their ass. Like, I'm here. I can see you. Do you realize that I can see you? People is just nasty. So I'm scared. I'm scared of humanity. They got monkeys that they releasing out into the open and shit. This is like the second or third time something like that happened. These lab monkeys being released just in neighborhoods and shit. I ain't got time for it. It's my youngest grandbaby catches everything. I know, and especially when your immune system is compromised, you have to be very careful. That's the whole reason why I took my children out of regular school, out of a brick and mortar school, and I started schooling them myself because I'm dealing with children whose immune systems are compromised. I do not want not even one of my children to become sick. That puts the entire house in jeopardy. A bitch got to go to work. It puts us all at risk. She can't take the influenza vaccine because she's allergic. Yeah, all my children, they're allergic to penicillin in the family. It's like, that's the go to. That is the go to medication for children, some type of antibiotic. And, we can't fuck with penicillin. I can fuck with penicillin, but yeah, I'm not trying that again. She has a very low immune system. That means you have to, she's one of God's precious gifts. You have to make sure that you wrap every single arm of the village around her. You know what I'm saying? I don't like my kids being in contact with anybody. My heart, like the palpitations is crazy when I think they want to go outside. Hold on, let me go out there with y'all. I'm outside like a helicopter parent on crack. I'm looking like, what's going on? What's going when my 25-year-old, when he was like 12, no, he wasn't 12. He was younger than that. I think he was like 8 or 9, I think. But he went outside to play with the neighborhood kids and they were playing football. And one of the older boys, he was 16, he threw the football, for my son to catch, and he caught it with his face. Girl nose was just a bleeding. I went outside like, who the fuck hit my son? I'm ready to beat up all the neighborhood kids. Go get your motherfucking mama right now. And oh Lord, that type of shit I gotta keep from Kevin because oh my God. that nigga is going to jail. That's a fear of mine, to have my children just come inside and tell me somebody touched them. Then we gotta worry about bail money and some more shit. I've been through that already with my two oldest. I'm not gonna go through that with these three younger ones. I'm cool. We've been there already. Okay, I've had the police called on me, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck if you here. I will hit that bitch with that baby in her hands. I still can't believe I did that. God forgave me for it. I was on one. But I also wasn't playing with her. She touched my fucking son. Bitch, I don't care if you got that baby in your hand. Bitch, I'll knock you and that baby on the ground. Now she may have a broken wrist. We will have to possibly have a cast tomorrow. Oh no, no, sis. No. She's a trooper though. At school last week. Just put it up for now. Till she goes to the ortho tomorrow to be casted. Oh my goodness. I be hating when I see the babies with their little casts on. I'm such a helicopter parent. As of right now, thank you, Jesus, none of my children have ever broken anything. My second oldest, he dislocated his shoulder though. Hi- um, my youngest boy, he was, messing with him. You know how kids do. They nanny, nanny, boo, boo. He was doing that shit to him. And he did not like that. He swung at him and dislocated his goddamn arm. That's about it. When they do go outside and play, I'm on that ass. I'm out there with binoculars. Hey, y'all don't be doing that. Don't go over there. I'm one of those parents. You gotta be careful, shit. People snatching children up, and it's just a wicked ass world out here. This isn't my time. I always feel like I should have been born like in the 50s. That's more my time. 60s, 70s. Not today. She's not. She is strong. Of course she's strong. She's very strong. She is a trooper for real. Oh, I already know you'll wear that orange jumpsuit with the quickness. You'll be out there, boy. Sis, this shit is crazy though. Wake up on this lovely Monday morning to a motherfucker talking about some old ass shit. It's ridiculous. I'm like, damn, like I've done this a few times, and you know, shit got back right. I forgave. I was forgiven, and shit moved on. I didn't think it was on this level at all. But I will say this, just to end the live, it's been an hour, 14 minutes. That's too long. But just to end this shit, I will say this. Listen, from here on out, if you don't have nothing to talk about and you just want to press this button, I suggest you stick to the shit that you normally talk about, which is bitches, titties, and ass, and niggas' penises. I suggest you stick to that content. Don't talk about us. We do not give a damn. Okay? Um, it is too late in the game for that shit to be happening. And quite frankly, I don't know if you forgot what happened, but when that situation happened, we tried to get you to understand and you just refused to understand. And it ended up with you going live and you were over there in tears. Now, I don't want to do that again. Okay. I will if I have to, though, but I don't want to do that again. I don't want to go through that again. Okay. Um, I don't know what you're going through. Whatever it is that you're going through, take that shit up with God. If you need a friend, you might need to stay off of here. You might need to stay off of here and actually do shit in real life. You understand what I'm saying? It's looking some kind of way now. You didn't fail all the way into the deepest pits. If you gotta call a nigga while you are on live having some type of intimate conversation with him and he seems very uninterested. I don't know if you got to that part, sis. But yeah, that would never happen with me. At all. I wouldn't be on here having no type of intimate conversation with no nigga because it would be too X-rated to be on here. Yeah, no. There is something else that's going on with that. And I think you might need to pay more attention to what's happening there than what the fuck is going on with us over here. Okay. Um, like I said, you know how to contact me if you have an issue. You can easily do that. You chose not to. You chose to be in your feelings or something because of some reason. I'm just trying to figure out what happened. Did you go back and watch those lives or something? We do that often. We go back and review and then we laugh and we talk about shit. We do that often with each other, Leggett and I. Is that what you did? I don't know because I've been minding my business. Okay, that's what I've been doing. I've been minding my business. I put up weekly PSAs. Stay out my inbox. Don't talk to me. Y'all like prostitutes and broke bitches. I say this. I ain't gonna say weekly. I say this monthly. That doesn't stop nothing. So if you ain't got none of that type of shit going on with you, I don't know what to tell you. With all of the shit that you have done on this here app right here, you should have that same type of shit going on with you. That should be the energy that people are giving you. I don't know if that's what it is or whatever it is. I could tell you what your problem is. You call way too many people sis, way too many people bro. Baby, do you agree with me? I just hit you up on some friendly shit and told you that a nigga was running your motherfucking name and fucking up your character on this bitch. And this motherfucker didn't go live and say nothing about that shit, not once. It's okay for a nigga to tell motherfuckers that you sucking his dick on camera. That's okay. You ain't go live on that shit not once. But even after I had this conversation with you, you decide to go motherfucking live and talk about me. You must have thought I wasn't gonna see the shit. It's a waste of time for me to drag you again. Because I know if I do it again, it's gonna be worse than the first time I did it. Then we gonna have to add in some facts. I don't know what you got planned, but bitch, if you trying to try me, bitch, I'm going to implore you not to. The best thing you could do for yourself on and off this motherfucker is for you not to fuck with me. That's all I'm saying. You don't have a friend in the world on this motherfucker. Not even the niggas that you show your coochie to. You don't have a motherfucking friend on this motherfucker. I'm not worried about you being no hoe on here. I'm not worried about who you showing your body parts to. It's a few people that have told me that you did, but I'm not worried about what that shit is doing to you and how that's going. More power to you. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit at all. You better focus your content or lack thereof on them motherfuckers, not on me. This is not what you want. This ain't what you want. Not over here. Because as you are my sister, I was telling that shit. I probably did. Hmm. Yep, a definite unit, a definite squad, and maybe that's what it is. It's just I don't get it. It's weird. Like I just talked to you. I just talked to you. On some on giving you some information. I just talked to you. I didn't have to. An entire conversation was had on whether I should or I shouldn't. And based off what the squad said, that's a decision I made. The squad said I should say something. That's the only reason why I said something. We are too far removed to care about certain shit like that. You know what I mean? But that is why. Because the people with good hearts said I should. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what happened? Why did this come up? If you feel, that I wasn't a friend to you, if you feel that Leggin wasn't a friend to you, if you feel like Lush Gang did you wrong, then the only thing that I could tell you is pick better next time. Pick better next time. Those aren't my woes. Whatever happened between us for whatever reason. That shit was handled, and that was the end of it. Well, before this shit happened, the way that I looked at it was, if we come back, we come back. If we don't, we don't. But a true conversation would have to happen about what doesn't need to happen again, what should happen. That's the way I viewed it. Obviously, I think I may have been, overthinking it. I'm guessing. Since obviously it's something still there that you have an issue with. I mean, while the shit was going on, you could have been vocal. Don't you agree? Mm-hmm. And I said, as we were her sister at the time, we should say something to her. No Karen ass. Matter of fact, let's put that up. Because you know why? You guys have good hearts. You guys have good spirits. And that shit was wild and crazy. That shit was absolutely wild and crazy. When that fucking live happened, motherfuckers was putting her name in the chat. What did I say? And I got it screen recorded. What did I say? I said, don't be talking about my sister. That is not my sister. I don't know why y'all keep saying her name. That is not my sister. It was a few motherfuckers that was saying that fucking shit. And I was like, y'all actually shouldn't be saying nobody's name. Y'all on this motherfucker fucking and getting rejected after y'all fuck. Y'all shouldn't be saying nothing. It happened twice. And I did the same thing both times. Then I guess a conversation was had where her name was being completely thrown around. I was not in that live. I have a life. But it was mentioned again in somebody else's live. And I was like, damn, again? So this is what's going on. We had, a meeting. And that's when we decided, okay, say something to her. She might not know what the fuck is going on. Say something to her. Even after all that shit, I still was defending you. I still was saying, that ain't her. The fuck? What type of bullshit is that? And her man friend, her so-called 2 and 3 sisters that she said she was close to. Man, just weird. But remember, I said that from the beginning. These niggas can call a motherfucker a hoe, a bitch, a slut, useless, prostitute, all that shit. What? Oh, yeah, I'm just rubbing. A nigga can call a bitch every fucking thing with 500 people in the chat. And a motherfucker not gonna say shit. But if I say something like, I didn't appreciate that, I didn't like what that person did, I feel like you should stand up for yourself. Oh, God forbid if I say some shit like that, I'm the enemy now. I'm talking shit. Why am I going live? Girl, it's like 4 motherfuckers that went live talking shit about you. And you ain't saying not a motherfucking thing. I go live defending you. And I'm the person that you say something to. Bitch, get the fuck on. Get the fuck on. Just weak as fuck. Like I said before, this is the internet. You could be whatever you want to be. You can make up a whole new persona. If that's the case, why the fuck is your persona weak? Why the fuck is your persona scary? Why the fuck is your persona desperate? Nigga, if I'm finna make believe, I am going to be motherfucking Rogue. If I'm gonna make believe, nigga, I'm Storm. If I'm gonna make believe, I'm the Phoenix. Nigga, I'm finna become a super fucking human. Okay? I stop locomotives. I leave buildings in a single bound. My titty stop bullets. Like for real. I'ma lie and make that shit sound fucking good. I'm not gonna sit up here and fucking make a whole persona that I'm a timid ass, scary ass, weak ass, punk ass bitch. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Sis, I'ma hit you up. I'm done with this shit. This shit made my head hurt. Y'all know when I deal with bullshit, my head start hurting. It's just this brain of mine just can't tolerate this shit for too long. I've been talking about this for an hour and 26 minutes. This was too fucking long. Now I have to give my brain some type of fucking relief. Maybe with some eggs and some bacon or something. We stand 10 toes on what the fuck we say. That's right. What the fuck we say and do. Always. Shit's fucking stupid. Just try. You know, if you can't try, I suggest you try again. Try very, very fucking hard. Okay? Not to mention us again. Because that's what you clearly did. So I don't want to hear I wasn't talking about you. I don't want to hear that fucking shit. Leave that shit alone, bitch. I'm just letting it be known. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. I mean, nobody knew what the fuck you were talking about anyway, because you do kind of be rambling over there sometimes when you go live. You talk about some bullshit at first, and then you get into talking about pussy and dick and all this other motherfucking shit. And I hope you realize that that's why people don't like you, right? I don't know if that has like, I don't know how long it would take for it to sink in, you know, fully, but that is why people don't like you. Women do not want to hear that shit. Okay. So you can't expect to be friends with women if that's all you have to give. Niggas don't even like that shit. That's how you get a nigga to come in and listen to you for a minute. But after a while, if you keep on saying that shit, them niggas is gone. They gonna bounce. Don't no nigga want to hear that shit every day, all day, because they're gonna wonder who are you talking about? And this person is going to think you're talking about them. And that person is going to think you're talking about them. That whole little situation that happened with us, you know, on why that situation happened. One of the reasons why that situation happened, I'm just going to tell you if that person don't tell you. One of the reasons why that situation happened was because that person said that you were acting like you were into that person, but you was into everybody else. You had way too much shit going on. You were talking to way too many fucking people. That person didn't know what the fuck was going on. They didn't know if you were in, if you were out, if you were doing whatever, what the fuck ever. So that person left that shit the fuck alone. All right. I'm over here minding my business. That person comes over here, tells his little woes to me and shit. And I guess that nigga thought that he had a chance with me. And wrong. See what I'm saying? If that person was able to tell me that, I'm pretty sure every single dude on this motherfucker that you talk to feels that very same way. You can't keep having the same outlook on shit. You can't keep thinking you're that bitch and these bitches are hating on you when there's nothing to hate on. These men, they don't know what the fuck to think. You don't have that staying power. You don't make a nigga feel special. You don't, like, I'm just keeping it real. I can see from what you give on here. Like, there's no point in you talking to no fucking body if you're not going to show genuine interest. If you're just trying to talk to motherfuckers so you can have it underneath your belt so you can tell the next bitch, I talked to him. I thought we had went through this already. Every fucking body that you talk to, every other bitch on here talk to as well. Okay? It's not about you talking to a motherfucker. It's about how many niggas is motherfuckers spending that coin to come see you. How many niggas is spending that coin to make sure that you are motherfucking taken care of. You good. You happy. Niggas that's claiming you. Now, if you could point out one nigga on here that did that with you, we can start there. But until you can do that, find you some content. And just make sure it's not meat or legging. Be careful. Be careful. You guys enjoy your morning. I hope it is fabulous. I hope you get all of your business handled and later on, all of your leisure. I'll see you guys whenever the fuck I see y'all. Okay? This ain't my life. Toodles.